But these are the games that I think are lurking right under the surface that people aren't paying enough attention to. And these are only 5 of them. There's about 100 that I could have chosen.
These
for
are
example,
really good ones.
For example, one game that's not on this list is Denton and Denton Ryan.
Good game.
Battle of Undefeateds.
Right.
Is Denton for real? We'll find out.
Yeah.
I want to start, though, George West and Hebronville. So George West we've talked about before. George West is off to a great start because of their really outstanding defense. They got that great win over Odom 2 weeks ago.
Signature win.
Yeah, that's a... Oh, I got to adjust.
Now you're too far to the right.
I know.
Or left.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Golly.
Get it together.
They're off to a great start. Hebronville...
Yeah.
Hebronville has been, in the past few years, I think the last 4 years, they've been in the same district as Refugio. And so they have been lumped in as just one of Refugio's cannon fodders.
Right.
You know? This year they played them, they're not in their same district, they played them in non-district and they lost, I believe in week 1.
Right.
Since then they're 3-1, or 3-0. They're winning close games. Their defense has been great. This is a great defense against defense game. I think this game could be very low scoring.
Sure.
Could be something along the lines of like 21-17. I'm really excited. And George West has to go on the road to Hebronville. I'm excited to see what comes of this one in George West and Hebronville down the coastal bend. In the kind of greater DFW, North Texas-y type area, it's in that weird in-between. Grandview is traveling to take on Sunnyvale in a battle of undefeateds. This is 6-3A Division I play. And 2 gigantic offenses. Yeah. Okay, Sunnyvale. These are also two teams that are not. This is not new that they're scoring a ton.
No.
Sunnyvale scored a ton of points last year, and they bring back pretty much everyone. They bring back Caleb McDill, their quarterback, Cash Goodhart, the big-time running back, or wide receiver rather. Their running back Trey Sterling. Grandview's got a huge offense, even though they lost Zach Smith. But Austin Jarrell, Ernest Crownover, their running back, have been great. These are 2 teams that are scoring points in droves. This is going to come down to who actually plays some defense. I'm interested to see who comes out in Grandview and Sunnyvale. It's a game that I've got my eye on. Out in El Paso, we always like to include an El Paso game because they never get enough love. And this is a real doozy. Canutillo, people know Canutillo as the team that made the run to the state semifinals in 2014. They are the most successful. That's the most successful El Paso run ever. Yeah. And they're 4-0 this year after kind of a down year last year. They're 4-0 this year and looking very good. Their running game with Aaron Moya has been great. They're going to go up against Del Valle, and Del Valle is a weird 2-2 because their 2 losses are to really good teams. But their 2 wins are against, I think, teams that they're pretty significantly better than. Right. All due respect to East Leta, who lost last week. Right. So we don't really – I don't know if they've played a team that's exactly their level. And I think Canutillo might be exactly their level.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how –
It's a clash of styles, too, right? Canutillo is that high-flying offense. Mm-hmm. That's what they're going to come after with you. And Del Valle can play some defense.
Yeah,
so.
Gus Yana has that defense for Del Valle. I'm really interested in Canutillo and Del Valle. We're going to find out a ton about Del Valle this week. Very excited. Down in, kind of back in the Golden Triangle area, District 12 6A play. First of all, that's that very weird district in Beaumont.
Yes.
District 12.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. UIL.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Elsa? Everybody tweet at UIL_AD and tell her that I'm calling her out. Tell her I want her on the show.
Oh, sure.
She's my friend.
Because you call her anytime she'll be on the show.
I know she will.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Montgomery takes on Beaumont Westbrook. If you haven't been paying attention to Golden Triangle football, well, outside of West Orange Stark.
Right. The bigger teams.
Let's the bigger teams.
Yeah.
But Beaumont Westbrook's 4-0, and Joel Denley has been tearing it up. They're going up against a Montgomery team that has been winning really close games. Mm-hmm. And so if this game's close, Montgomery's going to have an edge just because they have that experience in kind of closing things out. I don't think Westbrook's had to play a really tough, tight game down the stretch yet. But I'm interested to see what Montgomery can do with their dual threat quarterback, Jordan Hood. This is a really fun game in District 12 6A, Montgomery and Westbrook. 3-1 Montgomery against 4-0 Westbrook should be fun. And then in the Hill Country, in Austin, another one of those teams that yesterday we did a segment about teams that were like, wow, really, they're 4-0, they're undefeated, right? Another one, Austin McCallum.
Yeah.
McCallum is 4-0 to start the year. A really surprising hot start, but their defense has been awesome.
Yeah.
Their defense has been great. And then they run the ball, they grind it out. Andre Blakemore, their running back. This is their big test, though, okay? They're taking on LBJ. And LBJ is, in my view, it's either them or Bowie, who are the best teams in Austin.
AISD.
Yeah, in AISD. Those are the two best teams. Yeah. But LBJ has been, their quarterback Aaron Green's taken over at the quarterback spot. He's been pretty solid. They're 3-1 to start the year. This is, if McCallum wins this one and they move to 5-0, it's time to really stand up and take notice. Sure. Because, and I want to pull up their schedule, I don't know that they've beaten a team like, certainly not the quality of LBJ.
No.
Okay? Certainly not the quality of LBJ. They've beaten, let's see, they've beaten Austin Anderson, they're better than. They've beaten Kyle Lehman, they're better than. They've beaten Seguin, which is a good win.
Right.
And they've beaten Austin Akins. But they've won them all close. This is their big opportunity to make a splash.
Yeah, I would say LBJ is better than all those teams.
I think you're right. Yeah. If this is the best team they've played, if they can come back and win this, if they can win this game, it's time to sit up and start taking notice of what McCallum is doing. LBJ's one loss is to Bowie, so maybe that answered the question that Bowie's the best team in AISD. But overall, this game really interests me for a lot of different reasons, especially, the least of which is that this is a District 25 5A game, so this game has major playoff implications heading forward. So